Hey folks, welcome back to Tech Time Life Diary. Today we're going to unbox my brand new Mac Mini 4 Pro. And also, apart from the unboxing, I'll showcase on what type of SSD you can add on to that, what you cannot, based on my experience. Let's divulge into the actually unboxing. This is my brand new Mac Mini, custom configured. I just got it like yesterday. I picked it from a store. It took like 2 weeks to get the order finalized. I'm super excited. This is unboxing of my Mac Mini. I purposely taped below my name and serial numbers are there on the thing. And one thing to be noted, they don't mention any configuration details on the box. So that's what it is. I was surprised. Usually if I bought all other Macs and other stuff, they usually mention it on the box, what configuration and all. Maybe because it's a custom, slight variation. When I say custom, is basically I have this configuration. If look at this, right? I have a 14 core CPU, 20 core GPU, 16 core neural network, 48 GB unified memory, and a 512 GB SSD and 10 GB Ethernet. If you add its SSD, it will like every 500 gigs they are charging like $200, which is kind of insane. And that's why I got this Crucial T700 Pro. This is NVMe M2 SSD format, Gen 5. This is the highest speed available in the market right now. This is a Gen 5. And for that, I have this enclosure, which they claim 80 Gbps, which also supports Thunderbolt 5. And I still need to set up these things. So this is the stand I got. Mainly, this is the one which matches the aesthetics of my current the Mac Mini, and I also got the Thunderbolt 5 cable to basically connect this SSD, external SSD. So far, the previous Gen 4, also they're claiming it is close to internal drive or almost same as the internal drive, but I need to test that. So let's begin unboxing the Mac itself. And yeah, as typical, they have this pull tabs to open the boxes. Come on, I don't have nails. Yeah, this one and oh, sorry, it should have cleanly pulled up for some reason. Okay. Ah, voila. Ah, looks beautiful. And yeah, nothing much. I think they provide just a charging cable and they call it as an accessory kit. The Apple stickers, or they're all in round shape. This is the cable, and the exhaust or the fan is on the bottom, and the button is also on the bottom. I think this is a little weird because see, you can't go and you have to lift and press the power button. Hopefully, you don't have to restart that frequently. And just open up this one also just to see how it fits. I've seen the videos online or the particular models. I got a couple of stands actually. That's what I was showcasing earlier. Like, I just wanted to check which one is, which one suits my needs. Basically, as of now, I'm more interested on this because I can put the SSD enclosure in the bottom, I guess. Yeah, this is solid aluminum with a rubber gasket or the rubber on this thing, which won't allow it to slip. Maybe because there's a plastic right now, it's not fitting and it aligns with the power button. So that means it has to go this side. Yeah, in a way it is good, but you can squeeze in and put the power. Yeah, my fingers are big, but still there's accessibility to the power button. So that's what it is. And let's see, just put the, I won't connect right away. It's pretty straightforward connecting an SSD to internal, I mean, putting it in an enclosure. Should be. I can add that to this video itself. I just wanted to see the sizing, which basically I envisioning it will fit here. Hope it will fit here. Let's see. Oh, is there another wire? Oh, thanks. You can slide. Access. Yeah, they're given a cable. That's good. Yeah, it fits easily, neatly, very neatly. I mean, if you look at this, right? Okay. This is the 80 GB enclosure. There's a power fan button. You can manually switch on the fan, and there's a port open. Looks like it just, yeah, click open. Got this in Amazon, this one in eBay, but I'll put a link for both in the video or the accessories link. If you go through that, it will help me and I can produce more such videos, informative videos for everyone's help. Yeah. I thought they would be giving some rubber gaskets to mount. No, this guy might be giving to yeah, not rubber gasket. That's like okay. There's a heatsink stickers. That's very delicate. I need to look up and apply these heatsink stickers and then mount this on that. Mount in the center. Yeah, connect it to the right port, and you see this rubber mounts. It will give a support at the bottom. You just click it there. Let me do that. Okay, let's do this first. The heat sink, I don't want to put it on the body, but let me see if I can put it here. Let me move this a bit. Perfect. There's a groove, and this one fits here. And one more. Okay, let's see what the instructions is. This is a showcase 3 steps. That's it. They don't even talk about thermal pad. Let's do the SSD installation to the, putting it to the enclosure. Let's begin with putting the thermal onto the top of this. Oh, sorry. First, let me put this on this side. In olden days, we used to have thermal paste. But yeah, now, yeah, I think it went inside the groove. That's thing. Better remove the static. I don't have anything to remove the static, but hopefully it should be okay. Where is the another patch which you put it on to the these bumps also. I'm not too sure what is this for. Maybe you put it like this at the end. I don't know. Let's see. And this is the opening. Let's say it is the opening. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Oh. I don't know. Moved or what? It's okay. It's slightly misaligned. keep that later. Get this rubber stand kind of thing. Hook it up and align the grooves. Yeah, you heard the click, and then just press the rubber thing and remove the sticker so that it can bond with the top thermal adhesive. Yeah, it's slightly misaligned, but that should be okay, I guess. Make sure it clicked. I heard the click. Hope you guys also heard the click. And oh, sorry, this is a solid aluminum plate which has inbuilt fan also to cool it. What I heard is this high speed one heats up a bit. Hope this is all done. About unboxing this, I'll come back after setting it up and then doing some speed test. As I showed in the unboxing and setting it up, the Mac Mini, I got this Crucial T705 PCIe Gen 5 SSD. I got greedy on the speed. If you look at this spec, right, look at the spec. This is amazing, on at least on paper. This is like a 12,700 MBs per second. Sequential write, sequential read is 14,500 MBs per second. Random write is 80,000 K IOPS. Random read is 50. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, there's nothing like this in the market. And I was hoping this will fit in my the enclosure I got, the A6 or Acasis, the 80 GB. This is the only enclosure which is available for so-called speed of 80 GB PSP, which matches Thunderbolt 5 spec. So I got this. This SSD was a must for me because I wanted to have the best speed. Sorry, this SSD enclosure, what I meant. And on their Acacia site, Crucial is not mentioned as the compatible one. All they have is Gen 4 at the most. That's what they mention. Gen 4 NVMe SSDs are the compatible one. So anyway, I thought I'll give it a try. Let's try it out. So I got this one. And what happened is basically when I connected, I set it up. I showed you how to add the SSD to the enclosure and all. It's very simple, plug and play kind of thing. It was not even getting it on the USB interface. It shows there is an storage, but it was not getting shown up in the when I connected to Thunderbolt 5 ports on the back side. It was not showing up on the Explorer kind of stuff. So I was like, thought initially, well, maybe SSD is corrupt or the enclosure is corrupt. Then I was playing around and plugged it to the front port, which is, I think, USB 3.2 interface or 3.1 interface for the Mac Mini 4 Pro. There it showed up and I was able to do, but the data speed was like crazy slow, like 800 Mbps kind of thing. So I was so pissed off and I chatted with Acasis customer support and they said, we haven't tested this, we can't vouch for that. Simply put that way. So I ended up like canceling that and I returned the Crucial and on the same day I was so eager, so I got the Samsung Pro 990 Pro SSD, which is a Gen 4. If you see this, right, this is a Gen 4 2 TB SSD. That worked flawlessly, and the speeds are very, very comparable or slightly better than the internal SSD itself. I'll quickly show the benchmark snapshots. But yeah, this is the crux of it, right? Like I wanted to have the best speed and the best available speed. At least right now, Crucial is the one with the Gen 5 NVMe SSD. But it is not. There's no enclosure, I believe. Probably if you mount it on a motherboard, it might work on a compatible motherboards. But I was putting it in an external enclosure and make my Mac hard drive extendable. So that didn't work, point blank. And I ended up with the Samsung one. Samsung seamlessly connected, worked with the Thunderbolt to 5 ports. I'm getting amazing speeds, not the speeds what Crucial mentioned, but like still, I'll show you in a bit. Here I'm using Amorphous DiskMark macOS utility to benchmark the disks. The first is run against the internal macOS SSD itself. Basically, this benchmark tool gives 4 types of tests: sequential read write, 1 MB queue depth. Depth is that I think typically they set it for 8 by default, and sequential read write, 1 MB size, queue depth is 1, the second one. The third one is basically random read write. Queue depth is again, I think they increase the queue depth to 64. And the fourth one is the random read write. The random read write is basically 4 kilobit blocks it uses for the test. And the last one is queue depth of 1. So typically, random read or write is always slower because the in olden times you need to move the head to read a particular segment in the disk. So on SSD, I don't know how that technically it happens, but the whole theory is that it randomly picks up a block, 4 kilobytes of block to read or write. And the coming to the queue depth is nothing but it is how much parallelism the disk can take. Typically, all SSDs are much better in parallelism, like multiple read write IO operations can be done simultaneously. They put it in the queue. I think that's what the queue depth talks about. At a high level, that's what I'm assuming based on my understanding of the disk write operation or disk read operation, how the disks are manufactured or like designed. So that's about the speed. I'll quickly do the side by side comparison. I'll keep the both the slots and show you. I think right now we are still running with the internal disk, the last segment test. Let's wait for let it complete, and then I'll take a snapshot of this, and then probably I'll do the next one. Not probably, I had to do the external drive, and I will take a snapshot of that also, and then put it next to each other to see the how much difference you can see the things in the speed. It's taking a while for the last one. I think probably that's queued up of 64. Probably that's the long one. It doesn't say. You need to map that exact spec, the tool, what it is in. Like for some reason, it is not showing what are the tests it's doing on the headers. Like it just has a stop and a start buttons. I think it will change as soon as the test is done. Yeah. So the third one is queued up 64. The last one is queued up Q1. That's what it says. Yeah. That I think my understanding was right. Now I'm changing the disk to my external drive, the Samsung 990 Pro, uh, and it's starting now. Wow, look at the speed, the read write, sequential read write with the queued up of 1. It is 7,000 MB. Um, that's really good in a sequential, but like in real world, I think most of the time we end up doing random, like if it's a short burst of read and write. But if you're doing like some large chunk, like a image file or audio file, probably that will go into the sequential read write mode, and that's where you speed up your workflow basically, like content creators or photographers or videographers processing their files. This the speed really helps and cut down their working hours, and that is one of the reason I got this expensive set of SSD, external SSD. I never paid anything for SSD enclosure like more than $20 before, but this one was like way above that $20. It's almost $200 I paid for the enclosure itself. Maybe because it's like a brand new one, but yeah, this is what you pay for the latest and the greatest. You always pay premium. and also it helps for your speed. Speed matters. I mean, compared historically, like old time computer, when I started my career in software or computer industry, whoa, we have reached like is a spaceship's speed compared to what we used to have before. That doesn't sound like I'm very old, right? No, but like the technology moves so fast. Every year there's a gain, especially in the hardware chip level, the speeds and the bus, how they interact, and the internal speeds. They are like amazing. The growth on those. It's like running on the last segment. So if you look at that, right, average, the sequentials are better. Random, the third one, Q depth 64 is also slightly better if I remember the old one. But the last one, Q depth one, I don't know how come that is always slower in both. But like they were also slightly better than the internal drive, because I remember the last one was like around 60s numbers. Yeah. So that's what about it. Let's get back to the comparison, like side by side compare. So that's about the speed test. There's another like a Blackmagic raw disk test that also shows up, but there are a lot of other parameters. It's more technical. I just wanted to give you like a highlight of this having an external drive, and also make sure that you should get a compatible drive for this particular SSD enclosure. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And please do share and comment. Comments are most welcome. I love to hear your thoughts on this particular thing, and also I'll share my experience going further or anything happens with this setup. Um, yeah, that's about it. Keep watching. More to come. Adios.